Alright, so we got a brand new Jordan Peele film. Well, it's not really brand new, it came out last year. It's newer enough so I can get the Steelbook, but I have now seen all of Jordan Peele's films. Actually, I watched them all. I practically binged them all by the end of the year. It took a couple months, but I did it. And I haven't had time in my schedule to rank Jordan Peele's movies until today. Yes, that's right. Today will be my Jordan Peele ranking. Jordan Peele as a director is a much better M. Night. People are saying that M. Night's better. They're wrong. M. Night is not better. Jordan Peele makes these big movies with twists and turns, and he does it really well. He's from one of my favorite TV shows, Key and Peele. He's done a lot of my favorite movies already. He is just an awesome director. So this is going to be a very fun list to talk about because we're talking about movies that I love personally. But before I do that, please take a moment to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below. What is your opinions on Jordan Peele's filmography? What is your ranking of his movies? And with that said, last place was the only movie with negatives on this list. The only movie. Now, that's not really saying anything because there's only 3 of them, but it's still a pretty shocking thing. Yeah, Jordan Peele with 3 movies can only make 1 movie with a negative on his list. And number 3 is Us. And Us, with the positives, it is really scary. It starts off in this home invasion type sequence that is really well done to where my brother was watching this with me. He's like, nope, I'm out. I can't do this no more. He stayed to watch it, but he started freaking out at that scene because Jordan Peele builds tension very well. And the way that they were performed, the way that they were in like the red dresses and stuff, that was extremely scary. It was very, very terrifying in that way. And it is, as the course of the movie goes, it takes that and turns it not into a big movie like Us and Get Out was with a bunch of twists. It turns it into a slasher movie. And that was just very fun, that it just has these red people going around killing people, and that is the best that you can do in that type of situation. And the way that they were all performed here in this movie was also really good. Everyone's performance was great. Hands down, one of the scariest movies that I have ever seen. It turns that into a very fun slasher. But the thing that holds this one back from greatness is that it is way too ambitious, and it has way too much stuff. And it makes it feel way too crowded and clunky as the movie goes on. It starts out as a fun slasher. We're all having fun here. People start dying. We start killing people. That's all fun. You sit down and you enjoy yourself. And then we go on and the movie keeps going and going and going. And by the time we get to the 3rd act, Jordan Peele tries to introduce a couple more twists. And it just makes me go, okay, what are we doing here? It's going way too long. And then the final twist was the final thing that makes no sense whatsoever. The final twist, sorry, spoilers for us. But the final twist is that the girl from the beginning was the girl trying to kill him. And it makes no sense. There's so many plot holes. It's just too ambitious. Jordan Peele's like, I How in the World with Get Out. Let's make an even bigger, even more ambitious movie. And that was its fault here, is that it was just too ambitious, had too much stuff going on. It just feels splattered. It's still fun, it's still rewatchable, just feels splattered against the wall. In 2nd place, our runner-up, and no more negatives from here on out, I've never done this in a video before, it's shocking, is Get Out. Okay, Get Out better, Get Out worse than Nope? I think so, yeah, and you'll learn why when I talk about Nope in a minute, but Get Out is just one of the most shocking movies I've ever seen. Starting off, Daniel Kaluuya is great in this movie. The movie as a whole, and it's right there, the movie as a whole is just very scary, extremely scary. It's absolutely terrifying, and so when you get a terrifying story, then you get actors who make it feel scary. It's very good. There's great acting. The story here, absolutely masterful. I wrote right here in my notes, it says, it's masterful in every way. And that is 100% true for Get Out. This movie is a masterpiece. It is masterful in every single way because they make this movie and they start from the beginning. And I almost turned it off in the beginning because, well, it was loud in my house. My family just got home. I was by myself, but my family just got home and started being loud. And I'm glad I didn't, because the first act, it starts off slow, goes on, introduces a couple thrills here, and then we keep going on. And by the time you get to the end of the movie, right after this, I had to get ready, and I went to work for 6 hours, and I'm sitting down, and I'm washing dishes at work, and I'm like, oh, this from the beginning of the movie connects to that. And so it's a great story, very great writing, because it all just connects to each other. It's a movie that the more you think about it, the better it gets, in my opinion. And obviously the twist here is very great. It is very scary. It is absolutely terrifying, actually, because this is stuff that can really happen. And sure, it might go a bit into the supernatural, superpower kind of genre there at the end, but it is just very, very scary, and it adds to the very scary twist at the end, and it's all performed very well. You can see that Daniel Kaluuya is scarred by the end of the movie. Lil Ray Haley is in this movie for absolutely no reason. It's kind of funny, but this movie is just masterful in every way. It's the kind of movie that you sit about and you think about it and you're like, wow, that is a movie that exists. That is a movie that Jordan Peele made, and I just respect it in every way possible for that. But number one, you gotta go with my baby, Nope. Nope is my number one, and this is mainly because of the theater experience. I didn't go see any of his other movies in theaters except this one. So I went to the theater, I sat down, I watched this movie, and I was like, wow, that's actually really great. And along the way, some things happened in the story that I wasn't like, that's a bit odd. But the more we go on into the ending of the movie, is the better the movie gets. And the better that you sit down and you think and you're like, actually, this is really good. Because some things happened that I wasn't turned on. I was like, this is kind of dumb. And then it completely reverses the script and makes me love it. And that is just masterful storytelling. The story here is great. A story about people trying to catch an alien. Very, very good story here. Very, very terrifying. It's actually very scary. This is scarier than Get Out, because you got this monster in the skies eating people. It's like Jordan Peele's like, how do we scar kids? By making this movie. It's absolutely terrifying in that way. The acting, great. Daniel Kaluuya, Keke Palmer did absolutely amazing. Everyone in this movie absolutely did amazing. It has a perfect sense of direction as well. Like, masterful in every way. Jordan Peele's always like, this is what I want to do, and he's dead set on it. Except with Us, where he gets too ambitious. He's dead set on telling this wacky story that when you sit back and you think about it, you're like, this never should have happened. This should never have been a movie about an alien coming down, living in your skies. It's a wild concept, and Jordan Peele takes it, and he runs with it in a masterful sense of direction. There's comedy, there's horror, it's very scary, it's got a great theater experience, it's a love letter to theaters. Going into the theater and leaving this one, I give it an A+. Of course, it kind of downed on me, but when I rewatched the movie, I give it an A+. This is a perfect movie. I really think that Jordan Peele did not bite off more than he chewed. He absolutely nailed this movie in every aspect that he wanted to. And so, Nope, you are the champion of Jordan Peele's films, and you were number 5, I believe, on my ranking of the movies of 2022. That was my Jordan Peele ranking. I got a couple videos coming up next week, some big ones actually. The first one will be an Andor review. I didn't finish it. That's what makes it so big, is I decided that I will not finish it because I do not like it at all. The next video after that will be a ranking of the Toy Story franchise, the Despicable Me franchise, the Shrek franchise, and the Hotel Transylvania franchise, all in one video. I am so hyped to bring that video to you guys. But that was just my Jordan Peele ranking. I want to know your Jordan Peele ranking down below in the comment section. And with that said, subscribe to join the Nerd Army. Peace out.